we made it. By the way, real quick, there was an interesting experiment, 2 rats. One of them, rat B, or rat A, was put on a wheel. And that rat could run and run and run and run and run as much as it wanted. Rat B was hooked up to another wheel, but rat B's wheel was hooked up to rat A's wheel. So whenever rat A ran, rat B had to run. At the end of this experiment, rat A showed all of the positive markers of exercise. Rat B showed a ton of stress. They both did the exact same amount of exercise. The difference, rat A was choosing to run. Rat B felt like a victim. Rat B felt like he had to run. Right? When we wake up into our lives, the moment we say, I'm going to be a new runner right now, no baggage from the past, no blame, that doesn't make sense. That was an old runner. Today's runner is going to run a new race. I get to be rat A. Okay. Woo! I have so many little things I want to say about Model 1, but I have to move on. Let's go to Model 2. Model 1, if we want to be happier about where we are today and not live in the past of our regrets and our problems and what I did, we focus on the relay race. Many runners, one race. Model 2. Even if we're running a new race today, many of us are not happy with the tools we have to run that race. We're not happy with the ingredients we have. I'm not happy with my looks. I'm not happy with my finances. I'm not happy with the state of my life. I'm not happy about the skills I have. I'm not happy about so many things. Now, this is very, very important. We get incredibly unhappy when we put all of the focus on our ingredients. What are my ingredients in life? And when we think the ingredients are the things that matter, that invites immediate comparison. What does this person have that I don't? What symmetry do they have in their face that I don't benefit from? What money do they have in their bank account that I don't have? We look at all of these ingredients someone else has, and that makes us feel insecure, especially today. That comparison is everywhere. It is worse than ever. There was a moment where I was watching a TV show. I've only ever watched one episode of this show, but the show immediately gave me 2 important lessons on confidence. Validated 2 things. The show is called Chopped. Many of you know it. Now, in the show Chopped, there's a bunch of different chefs, and all of them get given the same basket of ingredients and 20 minutes to make something interesting and creative out of those ingredients. At the end of it, they're judged on what they did with those ingredients. Here's what the show isn't. 4 chefs opening a basket of ingredients and saying, who won? You got the ribeye? I guess you win. You got the caviar? Show's over, you win. That's not the show. The show is, we all get the same ingredients. Who's the most interesting chef? So this one show I watched, they got a combination, 2 of the ingredients I remember. One of them was Alaskan king crab. That's a good one. The other one was kelp jerky. And all of these chefs have to figure out how to use kelp jerky. We all have our version of kelp jerky in our life. Every single person in this room. Think about it for a moment in your mind. What's your kelp jerky? It might be, I don't like my nose. It might be, I'm not funny. It might be, I don't feel intelligent enough. Whatever it is, what did you consider to be your kelp jerky? Now, at the end of that, all the chefs get judged on what they did with those ingredients. Period. The show is not about ingredients. The show is about chefs. Life is not about ingredients. Life is about chefs. So your job is not to hyperanalyze your ingredients. Your job is to go, how great of a chef can I be with the ingredients I am starting with today? By the way, forget but I wish I'd have been realizing this 20 years ago. Right? I wish I had a clean slate. There is no such thing as a clean slate. The idea, the very concept of a clean slate is nonsense. We've never had a clean slate. When you were a baby and you were first born, you didn't have a clean slate. Firstly, you had your genetics. Whatever that was, for better or worse, we all did. And some of us got brilliant genes in some areas, and in the others, I'm not as naturally smart as I would have liked to have been. We all have different genes. None of us chose our genes. Then you had your family shit dumped on you. So your parents or your brothers or sisters or your family, the society you grew up in, you had all of that you inherited before you were even conscious that you were inheriting anything. No one gets a clean slate. And my friends, if ever in your life before you die, you are able to break free of the programming of how you grew up and all of the shit that was put in your head from a young age, that alone will be a fucking miracle. So, the whole I didn't get there by 35, or I wish I'd have known this before I was 50. There's just the miracle of deviating from the road that we were put on. That's it. And by the way, most people in this life never do. Most people never do because it is hard. The work you are doing here is hard. It is not for the faint of heart. So give yourself a break.